Hello students, welcome to Narayan PU College online classes. So in the last class, we have discussed about the oxo acids of sulfur, clear? And also we have discussed about the sulfur dioxide, clear? Preparations, structure, physical properties, chemical properties, all we have uses we have discussed, and also oxo acids I already mentioned, which are also very important for the PU as well as the competitive examination, clear? And the next one is here, very important concept for your PU examination is, sulfuric acid. Put the next heading, sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid, clear ma? So what is the formula of sulfuric acid? We have already discussed about in the oxo acids. So what is the sulfuric acid formula, clear ma? So it is sulfuric acid, and preparation is there. This is very important preparation for your PU examination for 3 marks. I already said in this we have 3 synthesis means processes are there. One is Haber process, and another one is Ostwald process, and last one here contact process, preparation of sulfuric acid. Among these 3 processes, you will get one process in the PU examination. Means if you know these 3 processes very well, then you will get the 3 marks in the PU examination. Clear ma? So next one is here sulfuric acid contact process. Contact clear ma? So very important process this is, clear ma? So in this process how we will prepare contact process, clear ma? So contact, sometimes as also you can write contact process, clear? So contact process is used to prepare the sulfuric acid. By using contact process, which compound will be prepared here? Sulfuric acid. And very important here, and this contact process has involved, or you can say this contact process involves mainly 4 steps. Clear ma? So what are those 4 steps means? First of all, in the first step we will prepare or synthesize the sulfur dioxide, and then sulfur dioxide is converted into sulfur trioxide. Then this sulfur trioxide is treated with the oleum, that is H2S2O7, we have already discussed. Then you will get the, not oleum, sulfuric acid, you will get the compound here is oleum, clear ma? And a dilution of oleum you will finally get the sulfuric acid, clear ma? So the contact process involves 4 steps, and this process involves 4 steps. How many steps ma here? 4 steps, clear? So what is the first one? Step 1, clear ma? First step, clear? So what it is? Burning of sulfur in air to give the sulfur dioxide. So what is the first one here? Burning of air, burning of air. Sorry, burning of sulfur. Burning of sulfur in where ma? In air, and to generate, clear ma? Sulfur dioxide. This is the first step, clear? Simple. Burning of sulfur, and burning the sulfur in presence of air or oxygen, what you will get ma here? Sulfur dioxide. Simple reaction, clear? And the second one step is very important, step 2, clear ma? So catalytic oxidation of sulfur dioxide to sulfur trioxide, that is right here, catalytic oxidation of sulfur dioxide. This is what it means, sulfur dioxide into sulfur trioxide. By using oxygen. by using oxygen or air, whatever it may be. Clear ma? So this is sulfur dioxide into sulfur trioxide. What is the sulfur trioxide formula ma here? SO3. This is clear. So this is what it is. Take this, we have already discussed so many times in the when we discussed about the sulfur and sulfur dioxide. Clear ma? Sulfur dioxide, when it is treated with the oxygen, clear ma, then what you will get here, this is actually reversible reaction. Clear ma? So what you will get? SO3. Clear ma? Balance here, take the 2 moles and here you will get the 2 moles. So here all are what it is ma? You know, this is sulfur is a solid, oxygen is a which one ma? Gas, sulfur dioxide is a gas, and here also sulfur dioxide is a gas and oxygen is a gas and sulfur trioxide is also gas. Clear ma? So this is third step. Clear ma? But here, to get the more yield of sulfur dioxide, we have to maintain here some conditions. Clear ma? So you know, and very important, and this reaction is a exothermic reaction, minus 196.6 kilojoule per mole. Clear ma? So this reaction is a which reaction ma? Exothermic reaction. So you know that the forward reaction is a exothermic reaction, then according to the Le-Chatelier principle, and you know, less or low temperatures are favorable for that reaction. You have studied in the first year. Clear ma? So that's why, what is the temperature you have to maintain in this reaction? Clear ma? The temperature. What is the temperature here is, means I already said low temperatures are favorable, but to get more means at low temperature the reaction is not that much fast, it is somewhat slow. So optimum temperature for this reaction here is 720 Kelvin. Clear ma? And next one, pressure also. You know that here, how many moles are there in the reactant side? Gases moles 2 plus 1, here 3, but product side number of moles are here 2, and here moles decreases, volume also decreases, volume here increase, and this side product side volume is decreases. So you know, according to the Le-Chatelier principle, the reaction is occurs with the less number of moles or low volume. So that's why, and high pressures are the favorable for this condition. You know, volume and pressure both are inversely proportional. Okay, so that's why, and you can write here pressure. What is the optimum pressure for this reaction, and 2 bar pressure you have to maintain. Clear ma? And also, even though you are maintaining temperature and pressure, and the rate of reaction is somewhat slow, so that's why to increase the rate of reaction, we have to use the catalyst. What is the catalyst used in this reaction is vanadium pentoxide, V2O5. What we will call this is vanadium pentoxide. Clear ma? So this is the second step. Clear ma? So what you have to maintain here, you have to maintain sometime platinum also, but platinum is, you know, it is costlier. So vanadium pentoxide is, you know, very cheap this is, and also platinum will be easily poisoned by the impurities. Clear ma? Compared to V2O5. So that's why platinum we can take, but it is somewhat costly and easily get poisonized by the impurities. So that's why we will not use here platinum, directly cheap, and it not easily, you know, attacked by the impurities, not poisoned, you can say. So that's why. And next one is step 3, third step. Clear ma? Absorption of, you know, absorption of sulfur trioxide. Absorption of sulfur trioxide in 98% sulfuric acid to give oleum. To give what it is here? Oleum. This is the third step. Clear ma? So you know that here, what is the sulfuric acid here? 98% sulfuric acid. Clear ma it is? So then what you will get here? You just add, this is H2S2O7. The addition reaction of sulfur trioxide. H2S2 O4 and O3 O7. What we will call here? Pyrosulfuric acid can also be called as a what it is here? Oleum. This is the third step. Clear ma? And last one is here, fourth step. dilution of oleum. What it is ma here? Dilution of oleum to give sulfuric acid H2SO4. Clear ma? So now dilution, add water to this oleum, then what you will get? You see ma, volume if you add, then H2S2O8, then we can simply write 2 moles of H2SO4. This is finally what we are getting ma, we are getting here what it is ma, concentrate means, or you can say sulfuric acid. And the sulfuric acid which is prepared by the contact process is almost 96 to 98% pure. Clear ma? So that is, in this one what you are getting H2SO4 is almost 96 to 98%. It is what it is ma here, pure. Clear ma? So this is about the what it is contact process. Simply once again, because it is very important, it will come definitely in the PU examination. And contact process, clear ma? Contact process involves how many steps here? Mainly 4 steps. And first one, burning of sulfur to give the what it is in air, to give the what it is ma, sulfur dioxide. And next one, catalytic oxidation of sulfur dioxide into sulfur trioxide by using what it is ma, air or oxygen. You will get trioxide, which is a exothermic reaction. So that's why low temperatures are favorable, but optimum temperature for this reaction is 720. And the reaction, forward reaction, is occurs with the decrease in the volume. So that's why pressure should be higher for the forward reaction according to Le Chatelier principle, 2 bar. And catalyst we will use V2O5. And absorption of SO3 on H2SO4 you will get oleum, and oleum dilution you will get the sulfuric acid. So we have just discussed about the contact process. Clear no? So how we will prepare here H2SO4 by using contact process? Means this is the plant used in the contact process. Clear ma? So here first of all, this one sulfur burner, the first one, this is a tower, that is a sulfur burner tower. So we will take here sulfur and we will pass the oxygen from here and we will heat it. Clear ma? Then what will happen in the first step? According to the first step, what is the first step ma? In the first step, sulfur plus oxygen, you will get which one ma? Sulfur dioxide. Clear ma? We will pass here excess amount of oxygen, excess oxygen we will pass, because sulfur has to be consumed totally here. So that's why excess amount of oxygen we have to pass. So that's why sulfur is converted into which one ma? Sulfur dioxide. And here it is, in this one sulfur dioxide will be formed and some excess amount of oxygen both will come into here. Clear ma? So this we will called as a dust precipitator. This is what we will call ma, dust, because SO2 and O2, it is a not pure one and it will have some impurities. This will have some what it is ma here, impurities, SO2 plus O2. And this impure SO2 and excess amount of oxygen, excess oxygen will be passed through the dust precipitator. And dust precipitator, what it will do? It removes some dust here. Clear ma? So it removes what it is ma here, dust, and dust is removed by the what it is blowing steam, and some dust will be removed here. And after removing some dust particle from the dust precipitator, then SO2 and O2 will be passed into the washing and cooling tower. Passed into the what it is ma here, this is washing and cooling tower. So we will we will spray the water from the top of the tower. Then if any water soluble impurities, total impurities are not removed here. Clear? And some impurities are present in the SO2 and O2, and that will be passed into the washing and cooling tower, and we will spray the water from the top of the tower. Then what happens? If any impurities, any water soluble impurities are present in the SO2 and O2, then what will happen ma? They will be removed by the washing and cooling tower. And here the water, it removes some of the impurities here. Clear ma? Which impurities? Mainly water soluble impurities are removed in this washing and cooling tower. Clear ma? And next one, we will pass this water, after then this SO2, it will come here, and then SO2 and O2 will be passed into the another here drying tower. What we will call this is drying tower. Means previous we passed that one into the water tower. So water tower means SO2 and O2 both are which one? Both are wet. So that's why we have to dry that one. To dry those gases, we have to use, what we have to use actually, we have to use the, dehydrating agent. Clear? To remove the water molecule, what we will use? Dehydrating agent. What is the best dehydrating agent we have? That is concentrate H2SO4. So that's why what we will do, when these gases are coming here from the bottom to the top, then what we will do, we will spray the concentrate H2SO4. It acts as a dehydrating agent. So then what it did? So SO2 and O2, wet SO2 and O2 will become a dry, SO2 plus O2. Clear? It become a dry now. Previous it is wet. You can write here SO2 plus O2 are coming here. Clear? Coming here. So these are in which form? Wet form. So that's why after coming into the drying tower, they become a dry, and it will come SO2 plus O2 very dry. And then we will pass this SO2 and O2 into the first one, arsenic purifier. Very, very important here. Arsenic purifier. Why? Because means, and sulfur dioxide is mainly contaminated with arsenic trioxide, As2O3. What it is here? SO2 is mainly contaminated with what it is? SO2 is always contaminated with As2O3, impurity. This is impurity which is mainly commonly present in the sulfur dioxide. So that's why what we have to do, that we have to remove. So that's why we will use here arsenic purifier. Mainly what we will use here, gelatin ferric hydroxide is used to remove what it is here, to remove As2O3, which is a impurity in SO2. That we will call what it is here, arsenic purifier. Now what we have done till now, we just converted the sulfur to sulfur dioxide, and now this sulfur dioxide we are purifying. That's only the thing. Clear? Then what we have to do, this is a preheater. After then we are maintaining how much temperature here? 720 Kelvin temperature. And after then we will pass that one into the catalytic converter. What is the catalyte? We will use catalyst we will use in this process, V2O5, and V2O5 we are using, and we are maintaining 720 Kelvin. So what it is coming here? SO2 plus O2 is coming. We are maintaining high temperature. Then how it will be converted into SO3? Clear? So you will get here SO3 gas. SO2 plus O2 is converted into what it is? SO3. Now you are getting SO3. Clear? And this SO3, when it comes to the final tower, there we will spray the here again concentrate H2SO4. When we spray the concentrate H2SO4, what will happen? SO3 reacted with the sulfuric acid, it gives the H2S2O7, what we will call oleum. So that oleum will be collected here. Clear? That oleum will be collected here. So that's why, and final step, to this oleum we will add what it is? Water. When we add water, then what we will get? H2SO4. This is the final preparation, how we will prepare sulfuric acid by using the plant. Clear? So this is about, because this is not required for your PU examination, but sometimes competitive questions are coming from here. Arsenic purifier, what we will use, and what is the impurity mainly present in the sulfur dioxide. This type of questions will ask. Clear? So sulfur trioxide is, it is high affinity towards the H2SO4. So always it will be in the form of H2S2O7 mainly. So that's why we have to dilute, then you will get the H2SO4. And this is about the what it is contact process. So next one is here physical properties of sulfuric acid. Clear? So here some properties, important properties are there. And pure concentrated H2SO4 is a colorless liquid. H2SO4 you might have seen in the laboratory. Clear? So that is, it is a colorless liquid. Clear? Next, it boils at 590 Kelvin and freezes at 283 Kelvin. Clear? So very important point here, because H2SO4 is having very high boiling point. Clear? So it is highly corrosive and produces burns on the skin. So that's why when you are doing in the laboratory, we always instruct you to wear the apron. Why? Because, and sometimes it is necessary to handle with the concentrate H2SO4. So unfortunately, if it is fall down on your skin, then what will happen? And you will get burning sensation. Clear? It is because very corrosive and it burns on the skin. Clear? And I already mentioned it is having highest boiling point, means high boiling point. Why? Because means, and also high viscosity solvent, or you can say solution. That solution is H2SO4. H2SO4 liquid is having high viscosity. Clear? Why? Because means due to the intermolecular hydrogen bonding. This is important. Clear? If you see here, and structure we have already discussed in the previous, what is the structure of the sulfur, sulfuric acid. This is the structure of the sulfuric acid. If I write here sulfuric acid, these sulfuric acid molecules are held together by a strong hydrogen bondings. So then what will happen, you see here? So there will be a hydrogen bonding existed among the sulfuric acid molecule. So this is what it is, ma. This is a hydrogen bonding. Clear, ma? So here also what it is? Here hydrogen bonding between hydrogen, and next also it involved in the what it is, ma? Hydrogen bonding. This is also involved in the hydrogen bonding due to this. Clear, ma? So due to this intermolecular hydrogen bonding, so extra bonds are coming here. So that's why to break that one you have to supply a lot of heat energy. So that's why it will have the high boiling points. And also next point, it has very high affinity. It has high affinity towards water. It has high affinity towards water. Clear, ma? So that's why, so if water is there, it is high affinity towards the water, it removes the water from that. So that's why, so we will call this is a strong dehydrating agent also. So these are about what it is, ma, here physical properties, and then we will go for chemical properties. So physical properties we have completed, and next one is chemical properties. Clear, ma? The first one here is acidic character. First chemical property here is acidic character. Acidic character. Clear, ma? So acidic character here. H2SO4 I already mentioned, it is a strong acid. Previous we have already discussed it so many times. It is a strong acid. Clear, ma? So when it dissolves into the water, it ionizes into its ions. Suppose if I take here H2SO4 solution, aqueous solution, means what will happen, you see, ma, here? So it is dissolved, it dissociates or ionizes into H++ HSO4 minus, and for this one Ka is equal to 1 into 10 power 3. This is the Ka value. And the next one, again here HSO4 is there, HSO4 minus, again it is having one hydrogen, so that's why it dissociate and gives what it is, my SO4 2 minus. For this one Ka is equal to 1.2 into 10 power minus 2. Clear, ma? So that's why when we dissolve aqueous solution, means it dissolved in water. When you dissolve in water and it gives the what is my H+ ions. So it is first H+ ions, and after then HSO4, again it gives the H+ ions and converted into SO4 2 minus. Means it is sulfuric acid is a dibasic acid because it produces how many H+ ions, ma? 2 H+ ions. So it is a dibasic acid. It is a what it is, ma, here dibasic acid. And very important, now you see here in the first step, this is ionization step. Clear, ma? How it will be dissociated into or ionizes into H+ and H. First step, you see Ka is equal to 1 into 10 power minus 3. What is the, ma, Ka here? What is the dissociation constant of acid? Dissociation constant of acid. How we will write dissociation constant of acid? Ka is equal to products concentration divided by reactants concentration. You have studied this one in the first year equilibrium chapter. Clear, ma? So divided by H2SO4. H2 concentration of H2SO4. Clear, ma? When Ka value will be high greater, when H+ ions and HSO4 ions concentration is more, then Ka will be greater. Means when the H+ and HSO4 minus ion concentration will be greater, if the reaction become a forward. Clear ma? So mostly H2SO4 will be consumed and gives the H plus and HSO4 minus. If these ions produced in a large extent, then automatically Ka value will be high. Clear ma? So that's why greater the Ka value and more will be the acidic nature. That is very important. Clear ma? So Ka value, acidic nature, what it is ma here? Acidic nature is directly proportional to what it is ma? Ka. Greater the Ka value and higher will be the or means you can say greater the Ka value, stronger is the acid. Clear ma? So next one is what it is here? Greater the Ka value, greater the Ka value, stronger is acid. Stronger is acid. Clear ma? See here, so that's why there will be a high Ka value. But second step, you see, this is also can act as a what it is ma? Acid. But in the second step, Ka is equal to 1.2 into 10 power minus 2. Clear? So it is acidic character of HSO4 minus compared to the H2SO4 is less. Why? Why? Because you know that here according to the Ka value, here H plus has to remove from this molecule. Already which charge is present on this molecule? Negative charge. Which charge should be removed here to act as an acid? It has to give H plus ions, and H plus and minus there will be some attraction. Due to that attraction, it won't give the H plus ions very fast. If H plus ions won't give very fast, means the concentration of H plus ions in the product side decreases. When product side decreases, automatically you know what it is ma? Dissociation constant decreases. Then that acid we will call as a weak acid. Clear ma? So this is the concept. Clear? So that's why, and it is being a acid, it is a dibasic acid. So that's why it will forms how many types of salts ma here? 2 types of salts. And those 2 types of salts, one is normal sulfate and another one is the hydrogen sulfate salts it will form. Clear ma? So it forms, it is as a dibasic, being a dibasic acid, it forms 2 salts. It forms what it is ma? 2 salts. One is, what is the one here? Normal sulfate salt. Normal sulfate salt. Clear ma? And the second one is here, and hydrogen sulfate. Hydrogen sulfate. Hydrogen, what it is ma here? Sulfate, or you can write here bisulfate also. What it is ma here? Bisulfate. Clear? How it is? We will discuss on by. Clear ma? So in this case, clear ma? Suppose you know I will treat H2SO4 with the what it is ma? NaOH, because salt you will get acid and base. What you will get ma? Salt plus water. Which salt you will get here? First of all, NaHSO4 plus what it is ma? H2O. One of the hydrogen will be replaced by sodium. Then which salt it is? Sodium bisulfate. You know sulfate, or you can say sodium hydrogen sulfate. Clear ma? So if excess amount of base if you use, 2 moles you use 2 NaOH, then what the compound you will get ma? You will get the compound is Na2SO4 plus what you will get ma here? H2O. What we will call this is Na2SO4. It is a sodium sulfate. So that's why it forms how many types of salts ma here? 2 types. One is a normal sulfate and another one is a bisulfate. Clear ma? So this is about what it is ma here? Acidic character. So next one is here dehydrating agent. Clear ma? So concentrate H2SO4, you know, and act as a powerful dehydrating agent. I already mentioned previous only. So concentrate sulfuric acid has a strong affinity towards the water. Whenever water is there and it absorbs the water. Clear ma? So that's why it is a act as a powerful dehydrating agent. Clear ma? So that's why here, and it removes water molecules from the compounds. And if you take suppose first one and C12H22O11, this is what it is ma? Sugar. Clear ma? So C12H22O11, if we treated this one with the concentrate H2SO4, you know concentrate H2SO4 is a powerful dehydrating agent. So what we will get here, and 12 molecules of carbon and you know 11 molecules of water will be removed. Clear ma? So that is what it is. It is removed water here. How you know? This is, you can write C12 and H2O 11 times. Shall I write ma this is? Shall I write this one as a C12H2O 11 times H22O11. Here what is there? Water molecule is there. Here what is there? Concentrated H2SO4 act as a dehydrating agent and it removes all water molecule. Then what you will get? Only 12 carbons. That is only I have mentioned. Clear ma? This is the first one. And here next, and the second one is, you know, if you take the formic acid, what it is ma here? Formic acid. This is what is the formula here? Formic acid. This is very important for your PU examination. So fill in the blanks are there, means if you are not means they will ask complete the following reactions. So in that case they will give you here sucrose, or you can say sugar and concentrated H2SO4, formic acid and concentrated H2SO4. They ask you to write the what are the products here. Clear ma? So whenever concentrated H2SO4 is there, then it acts as a what it is ma? Powerful dehydrating agent and it removes the water. Water molecule if you remove, what you will get ma? 2H21O you remove, what you will get? CO, carbon monoxide. You will get carbon monoxide plus what it is ma? H2O. Clear ma? And next one, oxalic acid if you take. What is the oxalic acid formula? Clear ma? COOH and what it is ma? COOH. This what we will call oxalic acid. If you treat this one oxalic acid with the concentrate H2SO4, clear ma? Then what happened, you see, oxalic acid if I remove, see now first one, and I will first remove the water molecule. What is the water molecule ma here? H2O, 2H and H, OH here. Then here what is there? CO is there and here what is there? CO2, that is only CO2 plus what you ma? CO. So you will get carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide plus water. When you remove the, you know, when oxalic acid is treated with the concentrated H2SO4, you will get the what it is ma here? CO2, carbon dioxide plus what it is ma? CO. So this is about what it is ma here, and dehydrating what it is ma? Agent. And the next one is oxidizing agent. Clear? So and remaining organic part also we have discussed, you know, we have taken alcohol. Alcohol is treated with concentrated H2SO4 at 443 Kelvin. We got the alkene. There also H2SO4 act as a what it is ma? Dehydrating agent. Clear ma here? And if you take the 413 Kelvin, and you will get the, here also water molecule will be removed, but what you will get? Ethers you will get. We have already discussed in the alcohol, phenols and ethers. That also you can write if you want in dehydrating agent. Clear ma? So next one. Next one is oxidizing agent. Oxidizing agent. Clear ma? You know here oxidizing agent. H2SO4 is a moderately strong oxidizing agent. Clear ma? Means what is a hot concentrated H2SO4 is a moderately oxidizing agent. Clear ma? So what it is here? Hot concentrate H2SO4 is what it is ma here? Moderately strong oxidizing agent. Clear ma? So why means if I take here H2SO4, clear ma? So hot strong concentrated means heat this one. What you will get? You will get first of all water molecule will be removed. You will get SO2 plus what it is ma? H2O, and here one oxygen is left here. That is 3 oxygens here. Here 4 oxygens. One nascent oxygen here. What it is ma here? Nascent oxygen. It is giving nascent oxygen means, you know, and that nascent oxygen is the responsible for the oxidizing property of H2SO4. So it is oxidizing agent means it has to oxidize other substance by providing which one? This nascent oxygen. Clear ma? So we have some properties here. So we will discuss. The first one, put the heading here. It oxidizes carbon to carbon dioxide. The first one, what it is ma here? It oxidizes carbon to what is ma here? Carbon dioxide. Clear? Actually oxidizing agents are there, and carbon should convert it into carbonic acid, sulfur should convert it into sulfuric acid, and you know phosphorus should be converted into phosphoric acid. But carbon means carbon dioxide. Why means, you know, carboxylic acid means carbonic acid means H2CO3. It will be dissociated. It is in the form of CO2 and H2O. So that's why here what you are getting here, you are getting carbon dioxide. And write the equation for this. Clear ma? So you know that carbon, when it is act as a oxidizing agent, it has to reduce to which one ma? Sulfur dioxide. One of the products should be SO2 plus what it is ma here, H2O. So carbon and here H2SO4, what the compound you will get ma? You will get the CO2 plus what it is ma? SO2 plus another one is H2O. This is the product. Clear ma? Balance here, how to balance you already know. Use the ionic method. Clear ma? So then if you balance that, you automatically get the clarity. It is what it is ma? Carbon means what is the elemental form? It is 0. And here what it is ma? +4. And it is, if you calculate, you will get +6 and you will get here +4. 0 to, here what you are getting, you see 0 to 4 means how many units increased here? 4 units. And here +6 to +4. How many units are decreased here? 2 units here. So that's why. And multiply this one with the, simple. This is multiply this one with the 2, then you will get the 4. Means you have to multiply this one or these two with the what it is ma? 2. So multiply, then what you will get? Compound, you see. Clear ma? Here you have to multiply this one with the 2. So 2 are there, 2 sulfurs are there. Multiply this one with the what it is ma here? 2. Then how many hydrogens are there? 4. 4 hydrogens means you have to multiply this one with the that is. Clear ma? So this is oxidizes carbon to what it is ma here? Carbon dioxide. And second one, it oxidizes sulfur to sulfur dioxide. Sulfur to what it is ma here? Sulfur dioxide. Sulfur means you already know, S8 plus what it is ma? H2SO4. When it is actually, if any other oxidizing agent like we have discussed HNO3 and ozone, and sulfur is oxidized to sulfuric acid. But here what it is ma? Already sulfuric acid is there. So that's why sulfuric acid oxidizes the sulfur to sulfur dioxide. And what it is ma here? Sulfur dioxide. And also H2SO4 is reduced to which one ma? Sulfur dioxide. Again you will get what it is ma? Sulfur dioxide only. Plus what you have to get? You have to get the water. So that is. Plus what is ma? Water. So balance here, it is 0. And here what it is ma? 4. For 1 sulfur, increase is 4. How many sulfurs are there? 8. Increase how much ma here? 32. Here increase how much ma? 6 to 4. Here what it is ma? 6. And here what it is ma? 4. So increase how much ma here? 2. So that's why 2 ones are 2 16s are. So I have to multiply this one with the what it is ma? 16. That is only. Clear ma? So multiply this one with the 16. Then how many sulfurs are there here? 16 sulfur and here 8 sulfur. Total how much ma? 24 sulfurs. So multiply this one with the 24. Then how many hydrogens are there? 32. So multiply this one with the 16. That is what it is ma here? Balancing equation. So sulfur, when it is reacted with the sulfur, is oxidized to sulfur dioxide, and H2SO4 also reduced it to sulfur dioxide, plus what you will get ma? Water. And this is what it is ma? Oxidized. Next one, third oxidizing property. I already mentioned carbon is oxidized to carbon dioxide, sulfur is oxidized to sulfur dioxide by sulfuric acid. And third one is phosphorus is oxidized to phosphoric acid. Phosphorus is oxidized to what it is ma here? Phosphoric acid. And write the equation here. What is the phosphorus? Phosphorus P4, and we have to write H2SO4. Then what you will get ma? Phosphorus is converted into phosphoric acid, H3PO4. Sulfur is converted into sulfur dioxide plus what you will get ma? Common is water, H2O. Clear ma? So now, and here balance the equation. If you balance the equation, it is 0 and it is what it is ma? +5. Clear ma? +5 means for 1 phosphorus increase in 5. For 4 phosphorus increase how much ma? 20. And here how much ma? 2. So that's why I have to multiply this sulfur H2SO4 to SO2 should be multiplied with what? With the number ma? 10. So that's why multiply here 10. So 10 means, so you know how many sulfur atoms are here also, you should be multiplied this one also with the 10. And how many hydrogens are there here? 10 into 2, 20, and here there will be a 4 because phosphorus 4, and here there will be a 4. 20 hydrogens are there, here 12 hydrogens are there. How many left here? 8. Means I have to multiply this one with the 4. This is the balancing equation. Clear ma? And the next one here, it oxidizes metals like copper, silver, mercury into respective sulfates. Clear ma? It oxidizes metals like copper, silver and mercury etc. to their corresponding sulfates, their corresponding what it is ma here sulfates. Clear? Suppose if I take here copper plus H2SO4, what is the product ma here? What is the product here? You may think here copper is there and here what is there? Hydrogen is there. So metals when reacted with the hydrogen containing acid like HCl and H2SO4, it should release the what it is ma hydrogen gas. Clear? So that's why in the electrochemistry we have already, means in the first year electrochemistry not yet started, in the first year you have studied electrochemical series. Clear ma? So here the metals which are present above the hydrogen, those are very reactive and those metals only can and displace the hydrogen and gives the hydrogen gas. But here copper and you may think here this is the answer, CSO4 plus what it is ma hydrogen gas. Clear? So this copper, silver, mercury, these all are present below the hydrogen. Below the hydrogen means what it is ma? So those metals which are present below the hydrogen, they cannot release the hydrogen gas when they reacted with the acids. Clear ma? So that's why this is not the product. So CSO4 and H2SO4 will be reduced to SO2 plus what it is ma? H2. Clear? Same balance here in the same way. So here sulfurs 2 are there, I will multiply this one with the 2. Then what it is ma? So it is almost balanced here, 2 sulfurs, copper and take the 2 moles here because hydrogens 4. So this is in the same way. If I take here mercury, or if you take here mercury and whatever it may be, take here mercury and 2 moles of H2SO4, you will get the HgSO4 and SO2 plus what it is ma? 2H2. Clear ma? And this is oxidizing property. And the next one is here a reaction with the salts. Clear ma? So next one, this is about what it is ma? Oxidizing properties. And next one is reaction with salts. Reaction with salts. Clear? So salts means take here calcium fluoride or calcium chloride, NaCl, HNO3, then what you will get here is, suppose take the compound here calcium fluoride, is it a salt or not ma? And treat this one with the H2SO4, then what you will get? Simple. First of all I will write general equation here, general. So metal X. Clear ma? So here metal halides you can say here, X can be I will write here H2SO4, then what you will get ma? You will get MH2SO4 and HX, and take 2 moles here, then 2 moles hydrogens will be here 2 moles. Clear ma? What is the X here? X can be fluorine, chlorine and NO3, whatever it may be. Clear ma? Salts. Suppose simple example I will say, calcium fluoride you take and treat this one with the H2SO4, then what the compound you will get ma? You will get the compound is, you can take here M2SO4, not here M2SO4 like. Clear ma? So it is what you will get, CaSO4. This is based upon what it is ma? General I will write like this, it is based upon valence of the metal what you will get, and CaSO4 plus what you will get ma? 2HF here, that is in the same way NaCl. If I take NaCl plus H2SO4, then what I have to get ma? I have to get here Na2SO4 plus what you will get ma? Here 2 moles of HCl, 2 moles of what it is ma? HCl. If I take HNO3, clear ma? HNO3 plus H2SO4, then what you will what the sorry, not HSO3, any metal NO3, NaNO3, salt you have to take, then what you will get ma? Here Na2, Na2SO4 plus HNO3. Clear ma? 2 moles of acid. So this is how it will react with the what it is ma? Salts. So next one, so we have already discussed about the preparations, physical properties and chemical properties, and the next one is structure of the molecule. Clear ma? So you already know previous we have already discussed, you know, in oxo acids of the sulfur I have written the structure of the molecule, clear ma? So what is the sulfur, you know, hybridization in the H2SO4, clear ma? Sulfur hybridization is hybridization of sulfur in what it is my H2SO4 is what it is my here sp3. I will write here structure, then you will get. So here it has, you know, sp3, you will have 4 bond pairs, clear ma? It will have 4 bond pairs and 0 lone pair. If it is 4 bond pairs and 0 lone pair, what is the shape ma here? Tetrahedral shape, clear ma? What is the shape of this molecule? Tetrahedral, clear ma? So this is what it is ma here, shape of the tetrahedral structure. It will have tetrahedral structure, not hydron, tetrahedral structure, clear ma? Tetrahedral shape, clear? So now, and what is the shape? I have already discussed, you know, first of all it is a sulfuric acid, means first you have to write here double bond O, and another one is what it is ma? OH, and here there will be a, you know, double bond O, and here there will be a OH, clear ma? So this is what we will call tetrahedral structure, clear ma? See now here how many sulfur atom is there, how many bond pairs are there? 1 2 3 4, pi bonds we never consider, 4 pi bond is there. Sulfur is forming how many bonds? 6 bonds. 6 bond means it will not have any lone pair of electrons. So that's why what is the hybridization? 4 plus 0 4, 4 means what is the hybridization ma? sp3. So this is, and very important here, the sulfate and you can say sulfuric acid and sulfate ions both are in sp3 hybridization only. What is sulfate ion here? Sulfate ion means what you have to do ma? Remove here Hs and H, you will get the sulfate ion. Double bond O, and here what is there ma? There will be a O minus, and here what it is there? Double bond O, and here there will be a O minus. This is the sulfate ion. Here also what is the hybridization ma? sp3, and structure also what it is ma here? Tetrahedral structure only, but it involves in the resonance. Clear ma? Why? Because you see here it involves in the resonance structure. When it comes here and this double bond will go towards oxygen, then what you will get ma? You will get O minus, and here there will be a minus, and here double bond O, and this is what it is ma? O. This is one structure. And also you know that here when this bond comes here and this bond electrons will move towards here, towards oxygen, then what the another structure you will get? And double bond O, clear ma here? And here O minus, and there will be a O minus, and here there will be a O minus. Sorry, here double bond O is there. This is one structure. Clear ma it is? And next one, when this bond comes and this bond electrons will move towards the oxygen, then what it is ma? There will be a double bond, and here there will be a double bond O, and here O minus, and here also O minus. So these are what it is ma here? Resonating structures of which one ma here? Sulfate ion. So that's why when it involved in the resonance structures, all the bonds here attached to the sulfur are having equal bond lengths. Clear no? Sometimes they will ask in the sulfate ion, so what are the bond lengths here? Clear ma? So 4 bond lengths are equal. Whenever the molecule is involved, all bonds are involved in the resonance, and those bonds will have the equal distance. Clear ma? So this is about what it is ma here? Structure of H2SO4. So next one is here, uses of sulfuric acid. Clear ma? So here H2SO4 is used in the large number of industries and has and wide range of applications. Clear ma? So that's why here the industrial strength mainly depends upon the so you know consume of H2SO4 and you know reuse of H2SO4. Clear ma? So here the industrial strength of nation largely depends upon amount of sulfuric acid produced and consumed. Clear ma here? So that's why, and mainly this concentrated H2SO4 is called as a king of chemicals. What it is ma here? Mainly called, that's why means it is mainly depends, the industrial strength mainly depends upon how much amount of the sulfuric acid is produced and how much is consumed. Clear ma? So that is, so that's why this is called as king of what it is ma here, chemicals, and also called as isle of vitriol, isle of and isle of vitriol. Clear? Sometimes they may ask these questions. Clear? Isle of vitriol, which of the following compound is isle of vitriol? Means what it is ma? Concentrate H2SO4. So it is have means used in the large number of industries, and is an acid in the laboratories and also industries. When you have done practicals in the first year, so you used here what is ma? Sulfuric acid as a acid in the laboratory. And lead storage batteries also, in lead storage batteries, that is there in the electrochemistry, we will study about the lead storage batteries, and there also we will use the concentrate H2SO4 as a electrolyte in these batteries. Clear ma? Next one, in chemical industries, for the preparation of so many compounds like sulfates, HCl and HNO3, ethers, I already said ethanol treated with the concentrate H2SO4 at 143 Kelvin, you will get what it is my ethers, and also dyes and paints and fertilizers. Fertilizers means ammonium nitrate, ammonium sulfate, ammonium sulfates are there, ammonium bisulfates, these all are used as a what it is my fertilizers. To prepare those compounds, definitely we will use the sulfuric acid. And also I already mentioned, it is act as a powerful dehydrating agent. If any time gases are there, gases, wet gases are present, to remove the water molecule from that gases, and we have to use the concentrate H2SO4 as a dehydrating agent. And pickling means, pickling I already mentioned, cleaning of metal surfaces and before the electroplating. And these are about the what it is my here uses of sulfuric acid, and this is about the 16th group elements. And next class we will start the 17th group.